All right, I had mentioned a little bit yesterday about our seasonal average going down as we're getting deeper into the month of August. Again, the last 2 weeks basically of July and those first 2 weeks of August, that's the peak. That's where our seasonal average tops out at 98 degrees. That's the hottest time of the year, the end of August, the end of July and the beginning of August. We are trending down. Temperatures, the seasonal average has moved from 97 to 96 degrees today, and a week from now it'll be lower, down to 95, still hot, but we are trending towards fall. Might as well be fall now that they're doing the pumpkin spice lattes anyways at Starbucks, right? The calendar's starting to try to match up with the early release of this pumpkin spice. All right, so far for the month, pretty similar to what we saw last month. No above average days so far. Again, there's still plenty of days to go where we could see 1 or 2 sneak in there, but we've had 9 below average days and 14 average days. What do I classify as average? If it's within 2 degrees either way of the average. So we had 14 of those days where it's pretty close to the average or within 2 degrees. But we had 9 below average days so far for the month. Had a handful of those last month as well. Just really crazy summer for us. We'll take it, right? Temperatures have been nice. Overall lower to basically average at times. Even last month we had more below average days. Live look downtown Temple, we're quiet out there. We've got another seasonal day likely lined up for us here. Got plenty of sunshine. Temperatures today about 95 to 98 degrees. Very similar to where we were yesterday. We're begging Mother Nature for a breeze a little bit. Help us out, mix that air up. Winds yesterday were 5 to 15. Pretty similar for us today. Overall going to be about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Not much, but mixing up the air at times. We could have a gust up around 15 miles per hour. Makes it a little nicer for you, especially if you're in the shade. But we need it. Again, we're locked in this hot, humid environment that's really been building here through the weekend. High pressure locked in over top of us for today and tomorrow. Once we get past tomorrow, that high pressure is going to shift towards the east, and it will allow for a little bit of a break in the temperatures a little bit, but it actually kind of gives us more of a southerly flow at times, and we're going to see the heat index values just staying high. And really, once we get in the summer months, it's hard to get rid of these in July and August, right? We've still got to go another month or so. As it's been, feeling more like 100 to 103 for areas near and east of I-35. Just more muggy air in place across our eastern zones. All right, let's look at the peak hurricane season. Again, we're getting very close to that. We're within a couple of weeks, September 10th. That is the peak of the season. So we're up there. Season began June 1st and will start to decline through the back end of the season. But that doesn't officially wrap up until November 30th. So we got a long ways to go. Again, it was pretty quiet after Elsa made landfall early July in Florida, and we've had a lot of Saharan dust, and that's continued. It's very common, happens every year. It just sometimes happens in a shorter amount of time or a longer stay, so to speak, across the ocean. Some years more than others. This is one of those years where there's just been a lot of dust blowing through. It suppresses that activity, but in the last week or so, we've seen a lot of these disturbances pop up. There's a couple more out there now, but our attention's on this one. In the Eastern Caribbean, is going to be moving towards the Western Caribbean, and by late week into the weekend, could move into the western Gulf of Mexico. Where it goes from there, it could go straight into Mexico or it could come to the Texas coast. There's data saying both. That's several days away. We'll keep our eyes on it. Next few names, Ida, Julian, Kate, and Larry. We could see some of those names before the week is out. Temperatures overall next 7 days, mid to upper 90s, and a few chances for some showers, mainly east of I-35 the next few afternoons, Wednesday through Friday.